Hi everyone! In today's video I would like to share with you about my experience of moving out to another country. I hope you find this video useful and enjoyable. Let's start! 3 years ago, at the age of 18, after I completed my Polish A levels, during the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, I've moved from Poland to United Kingdom, where I have lived till now. Currently, I am in the middle of moving out to South Korea for a student exchange. Thus, I believe I am experiencing the subject. There are many reasons why people would want to move out to another country. It can be better quality of the education, more work opportunities, running from the war, or just simple being interested in receiving a language and cultural experience. For me, it was an opportunity to move out from my parents' house, experience the actual life, learn being an adult, access the higher education, and finally, gain some space to discover myself. Was it an easy decision? Definitely not, but the experience and knowledge that I collected no one can take from me. It was all worth it. I think that is the tough one. No matter how much effort you put into researching about your destination, you cannot fully prepare for the cultural shocks that are awaiting. The assumptions that we have about certain things that seems to be obvious might not be so obvious in the other country. Let me give you an example. In Poland, a bus always stops at the bus stop, and people rush to leave and to get inside. There are few doors to enter, and you can buy the tickets inside of the vehicle. It is completely different in the United Kingdom. Firstly, there is only one door that you can enter, and you pay for the tickets to the driver. There are no machines inside the bus that allows you to pay for the tickets. The second thing that I did not know about was a reason why I missed few times a bus. Let me just show you.
A London bus. If you're waiting at the bus stop and you see your bus coming, put your hand out and it will tell the driver to stop.
The reason why I wasted so much time waiting on the bus, that at the end ignored me anyways, was that I did not put the hand down. Seriously. Let's go back to the main point. As I was saying, it is hard to fully prepare for the cultural differences, since we get used to do the things in the way they seem so obvious. Like for me, the bus shall always stop by itself. I have never assumed that it could be done differently. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and that is okay. Although, if I can suggest something, what is useful is to check the information about the immigration status, visa, weather, seasons, healthcare systems, alarm numbers, money, language, how the transportation works, what applications are being used in the country, and joining some groups of people who are from your native country that move to the same destination as you. That depends a lot on the background that you are from and what opportunities you have. When I was moving to England, my parents gave me enough money to survive for the first 3 months. It was little below £2,000. I had to use this money to pay for my first 3 months of the rent, buy new house equipment such as kitchen tools, duvets at the bedroom, food, hygienic products, etc. My parents did not afford to support me financially during the university. Thus, I was in a rush to find a job so I could be able to continue with the living. What helped me was having a clear financial plan and goals once I found a stable job. Since I knew what my earnings would be, I was able to divide my income into two types of categories. Category 1 was something I could not change the amount. There was a required minimum for food, rent, bills, and sanitary products. The second category were the things I could live without, like clothes, hobbies, some of the hygienic products. After I received my salary, I would straightforward put the money into the categories. For example, at my first job, I earned just 180 per week. I spent between £30–40 per week for food, 100 for the rent, and the rest of the money went to the clothes, hobby, etc. I did not go to the restaurants, clubs, or cinema. Also, I did not really spend money on clothes unless I had to. I was making meals at home, and my entertainment at the time was doing things that were for free, such as studying languages, reading books, watching movies, or going to museums, since museums are for free in England. That did pay me off in the future, but that is for another episode. I was living like that for around 6 months. Cultural adaptation is the process of adjusting behavior, beliefs, and practices to fit into and thrive within a new cultural environment. If you don't know how to interact or behave with the locals, in the public places or in general, you might cause yourself a lot of trouble. In England, you might hear that strangers call you darling or sweetheart, and everyone's using the first name. Meanwhile, in South Korea, the language has honorific structure. The vocabulary that you use to speak to children, people your age, and elderly is different. If you use the British way to speak to someone in Korea, you might present yourself as someone disrespectful. This creates misunderstandings and might make you feel lonely, isolated, and stressed, as you're unable to communicate effectively. It also makes you miss a lot of opportunities. That is why adapting the culture is so crucial. What helped me to adapt to the British culture was first, not just learning the language, but also learn the local slang. The expressions like something is dodgy, and it made, I'm going to loo, or instead of saying pounds, saying quid is very British, and I had to be used very often. The second thing was trying to engage with natives as much as possible. Thus, I joined some of the societies available at my university, and also I got a job at the hospital, where I get to work with natives all the time. The third thing was learning about the history of the country, as it provides the cultural context and explains some of the behaviors. The final thing was speaking to people who are from my culture and I already lived in England for a few years, and ask them to questions about the confusing parts. Since they already lived for many years, they had the knowledge to help me. The last chapter about moving out to another country is just try to enjoy the journey as much as possible. It is a super stressful and big step to take. That is why trying to enjoy it and thinking positive about it is important. There will be many events that you have no control under, that you cannot predict, but at the same time, it is what makes it so special. After you overcome it, you will feel so proud of yourself. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it provided you with the new knowledge and made you feel more confident about moving out to another country. See you the next time. Bye.